Hey, this is Kurt. Hey, today I want to share with you my recipe for the best all-natural whitening toothpaste that you can make at home, probably with stuff that you already have at your house. Now, if you're like me, 3 of the main 5 things that I drink, which are water, beer, coffee, tea, and wine, 3 of those are horrible at staining your teeth. But that's what I drink, so I'm always in need of some kind of whitening toothpaste. And I don't like using the commercial brands with the fluoride and other additives that aren't great for you. So today I want to share with you something you can make at your house that's probably cheaper than the commercial brands of toothpaste and as or more effective than what you can buy in the store. Okay, so here are the 3 main ingredients. The first one that you may or may not be familiar with is Diatomaceous Earth. And basically Diatomaceous Earth, if you're not familiar with it, is little diatoms, which are microscopic organisms that have been dead and I don't want to quite call them fossilized, but they're found in rock formations and they're ground up into this powder and used. And so they're very sharp at a microscopic level and very useful for a wide variety of things besides just brushing your teeth. You can use them to sprinkle around livestock to kill pests, flies, and mites and stuff like that on chickens. We use it in our chickens and around our horses and cows too. You can consume it, food grade diatomaceous earth, and I should point that out that this is food grade diatomaceous earth. You can get it on Amazon. If you have a feed store nearby you, it's really cheap. It comes in like 50-pound bags for $15. And you're gonna pay probably 15 or 20 bucks for like a little 5-pound bag on Amazon. Anyway, this has been used as tooth powder for probably millennia. So this is one of the ingredients. The other one is just regular baking soda, which I'm sure everybody has, and then peroxide. And so I have my handy dandy little cup. I'm not necessarily a Redskins fan, but I do like this little tiny coffee cup. And so I'll just scoop a little bit into there. There's no, I don't really measure anything. I just, about a third. Then I add a little bit of baking powder, again used to clean teeth. In fact, it's so effective that most of the commercial brands whitening toothpaste will also include baking soda. I said baking powder, I meant baking soda, and peroxide. That's their new marketing thing. And then just enough peroxide, and this is 3% regular peroxide that you just get at the store, just a couple drops, enough to make a paste out of it. Sometimes I put a little too much in there and it gets a little watery. You can still use it, it's fine. But if you prefer it kind of like toothpaste consistency, then just a little bit goes a long way. So then you just mix it up with your toothbrush. Actually, I don't have quite enough in there, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Peroxide, it's a little too thick. And now I probably put just a wee bit too much, but give you some idea. That's about the consistency that you want. Now this is ready to go as is, right there. Those 3 things, bam, good to go. However, it's gonna taste a little salty and a little earthy because of the baking soda, and the diatomaceous earth has a little bit of a I don't quite want to call it a dirt taste, but kind of earthy. So one of the other things that I add is if you have peppermint essential oil, you can put a couple drops in there. You want to be very judicious about how much you start with, because depending on your tolerance level for spicy, you can put too much in there and it'll burn your mouth. But I find like 2 or 3 drops in there is just fine. And then you just kind of mix it up. And that will give you all that minty, when I first started, sometimes I felt like I didn't brush my teeth because it didn't have that burning minty thing that commercial toothpaste have in it. A couple drops of that, all the mint power you can handle, let me tell you right now. So that is it. It works fantastic right from the get-go. You will probably notice a change. Your mouth will feel clean. Even without the peppermint, it'll have a tingle to it, probably because of the peroxide and the baking soda. But it just leaves your mouth feeling super clean. With the mint in there, it's going to be clean feeling overload. Now, a lot of people, if you're online, also include in their recipe coconut oil. And that's fine, you can do that. I personally prefer to use the coconut oil, and if you're going to get the good organic kind. And the way you can kind of tell is if it smells like coconut. When you open the lid, it should smell like coconut. I prefer to use that as an oil pull afterwards, or before, whenever you want to do it. Probably before would be better. And if you're unfamiliar with oil pulls, you take a teaspoon of this, you put it in your mouth. Depending on the temperature, coconut oil can be liquid or solid. It's right now it's kind of a little bit of both. But you put a teaspoon, even if it's solid, you put a teaspoon in your mouth, it'll dissolve right away, and you swish it around and pull it through your teeth for 15 to 20 minutes. I'll say 10 to 20 minutes. It seems like a lifetime when you're doing it, but it is great for pulling out bacteria and germs in your teeth. Fantastic. And so I find this is better suited as an oil pull. I don't really include it in my mix, especially if you're going to be doing this every day. You just mix this up, just what you need, and this is really just pennies, and it goes a long way. So I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon.